السلام عليكم، وياكم مصطفى، واليوم رجعنا بحلقة جديدة، وهاي المرة صدق الأكت الخامس، أكت في 100%. بس قبل لا نبدأ بالقصة، جوست رايدر وصلت، نسحب. أول شي نشتري مال الشوب، هسه نبدي 50 وساحب بس 10، يعني هاي سحبة 20. كاتشينا 30 40 امباكت 50. يعني إلا توصلون ل70 ما بيها مجال. هاي 60 صح. علقت اللعبة يعني 5 ستار. يس. نشوف لحظة الحقيقة، نفوز لو نخسر.
With the flames to guide us across time, we took a land shrouded in darkness and
صح.
used our own blood and tears to forge it into a home. Now our journey continues, and a new chapter awaits. As the current Pyro Archon, allow me, Mafويكا, to light your way forward.
هذول الأبطال الستة موجودين بالخلفية. يس فزني. نجرب حظنا بالأسلحة، يمكن فجأة يطلع 10 ما تضر. لا تضر. راح سيتلالي ما اريدها، انيميشن الالت كلش بايخ. جرب بعد 10. يلا خلصنا. احاول اجيب السلاح بس مو اكيد. طارت بالفريق. يعني اللي اجرب هنا. حط هذا السلاح مؤقتا.
A few moments later.
كملنا التطوير، هسه نروح ننطلق بالقصة. من الدراجة حلو، متحمس للأحداث الجاية. والله الدراجة.
Rev the engines!
خلت بطنش. يلا كان ضيق، امشي. يلا رست. حلم. هاد شي غريب، هذا حلم انتقلنا صدق، ما أدري. فوق ما ايثر يحكي بالمناسبات انه ما عنده صوت، الصوت بالياباني يفشل. عبالك اكو برد هنا. ستارة هيجي، ارواح يردون يطلعون. طلعونا طلعونا. يقدر يعبر. كابتن.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood.
ما جاي يفهم هاي الذكريات، بس إذا ذكريات ليش هذا يعني شفاف والكابتن عادي، وهذا مكان الضربة ليش هيك صاير؟
Stay strong, my soldiers. One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
What? قاعد.
Morning, traveler. Did you have a nightmare last night?
لا.
Just shake it off, traveler. We're supposed to meet with Mafويكا today.
وقت 5. راح
I
نحصل.
see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back the plan.
ناخذ الاسم وننطلق للمعركة.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
Don't worry, we should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of his adventures.
Come in.
Hey, Mafويكا! Oh, Shilonen and Sietlali are here too! Hello!
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready to be forged.
والثاني.
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
Perfect. Could I take a look? Yep. Well, it looks good. This is definitely enough to work with. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, we can skip that part. Still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the process might change.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come in handy.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture into the deepest part of the Night Kingdom.
Yes.
That will happen in 3 days' time.
بس ما تسوونها 3 ساعات.
3 days? So soon?
ايه راح تبقين انتي.
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and Paimon's not very good at thinking or fighting to begin with. It's just... this plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important. But all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side. Not to mention, we all know this will be a super dangerous mission.
That's right. And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrection will return us to this land. The Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where mental fortitude outweighs physical strength. All in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do whatever it takes to win. So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on. alongside all the people of Natlan. For the traveler, I'm sure your words of encouragement are among the most important.
All right, it's decided. Paimon will cheer the loudest out of everyone in Natlan.
Of course, this all depends on the successful completion of the ancient name. Otherwise, the traveler will not join me. That is the condition.
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not fail. I know how important this is.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Three days, huh? What should we do in the meantime? We know you're still rebuilding, so is there anything we can do to help?
روح نحكي ويا الكابتن نشوف ايش راح يسوي.
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. You should take a well-deserved rest. Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry. I see. In that case, just do what you think is best. This final battle is extremely important to me. The culmination of my life's work. Still, I think you've got the right idea. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using these 3 days to calm my mind and work on a painting.
رسمي.
Oh, you know how to paint?
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to get any good. It could be anything, though. What I really enjoy is the process of getting better at something through practice. It's how I relax. Of course, that's only when I have the time. I'm usually too busy.
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely seems like your style.
All right, let's go our separate ways for now.
So, if Mafwoika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Wow, she's definitely something else. Oh, hello! Sorry, Mafwoika's not here right now.
ياهو.
There you are!
غير مهم.
The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left on your next big adventure.
Well, if you hadn't overslept...
أخيرا رجع صوت كاتشينا.
Details! Anyway, come on. Let's go to the people of the springs.
لا شو نسوي؟
Hold on, tell us what's going on first.
Oh yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important mission coming up, and we want to give you a proper send-off.
Huh? What's the holdup, Traveler? Did you think of something?
Huh?
Isn't she painting?
Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy.
ولازم يعني؟
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon after all. Maybe it's not our place. But we might as well extend the invitation. The Archon is about to fight for us with everything she has. This feast is in her honor too.
كالعادة الأكت الخامس بفد هيجي ساعة ونص غير مهمة. حتى بفونتين صار نفس الشي بس إنه بتفجير.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the springs for a feast.
يا أخي وقت هاي السوالف يعني.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle. We couldn't miss out on this opportunity. It's our way of cheering you on.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving me from the Night Kingdom.
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the past now. You don't owe me anything. Although, this feast does sound rather interesting.
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now there's something more interesting to do.
Then let's go together. The main dish should be ready soon.
Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the...
Hey.
Archon? What are you doing here?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary.
Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head. Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better?
ايه صار؟
Oh.
ودعت؟
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
توقعت.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize, so I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up.
Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears.
Tchaska?
Hello, Archon. Gazing at the water puts me at ease.
I went to visit your parents, Tchaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility. I'll never be able to replace Koichi, but I will do everything in my power to pull them out of their loneliness and despair.
That's exactly what your mother is worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Tchaska. Your loss is a tragedy, not a debt. In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
Engine 様から特別な任務を言い渡された。
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kenichi to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle. The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and Saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives.
Ahaw! Get out of the ice bucket.
وات؟ يعني يقدر يتبعد عن كنيتش عادي.
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahul will not tolerate this stifling hut. We seek a cool place to repose. This bucket suits our taste.
بس صوت رجع كنيتش بعده.
Great, now we can't use any of this ice.
Hey! This is your mess! Get back here!
Kachina, Ahaw is on the run. Help me catch him.
أدري أخليه بعد، شو الفايدة إذا قضيتي؟
As usual, Ahaw brings chaos wherever he goes.
Lively, isn't it? Leave this to me, Kachina.
راح تكذب.
What is this?
الدراجة.
Dares lay a hand on the almighty... Mafويكا!
تخاف من عندها شنو؟
I got him, Mولاني.
Expert Ahaw wrangling, Archon. Thank you.
You shall utter our name with more reverence, or we shall... or I'll get Knietch to ask you to apologize.
Some Dragon Lord you are if you need your servant to protect you.
تضحك عليه.
Ahaw ruined an entire bucket of ice. We have others, but still, that was not cool. How should he be punished, Archon?
Let me think. Seems like you could use some extra hands around here. Ahaw, help out in the kitchen.
What? The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahul Ahaw, shall not be reduced to a menial kitchen laborer!
يشتغل بالمطبخ يلا.
I wasn't asking.
Understood.
Ahaw, you have to learn to be good at some point. Well, hop to it. There's a pile of vegetables with your name on it. You need to wash every leaf.
لقينا شخص يخاف من عند أهاو.
Help! Someone save me!
Try and stop me!
مثل ما قلت بالمقطع، عايزها بس دراجة. طلع صديق. عايزها بس دراجة.
Dawn of a new age.
كانت واضحة من الملابس هي والأوست. وليمة سوا.
こんな話をしてたら、私の竜の仲間のことを思い出しちゃうぜ。イモラって言ったんだけどな。ちょっとぼーっとしてて、でもすごく勇敢なライノ竜だったんだ。何もない時は集落の中で寝そべって、ぶつかられても声一つ上げないようなやつだった。観光客に気絶してるって勘違いされたりしてさ。でも動くと全然違うんだ。イモラは生まれた時からずっと私についてあちこちがむしゃらに走り回ってた。でも竜の成長は人間よりずっと早くて、この頃は私がイモラに連れ回されてた。すごかったんだぞ。バレサが教えてくれたけど、この間の戦いではイモラも活躍したらしい。私は聖火競技場の近くにずっと残っていたもんで、あの子の最後に立ち会えなかった。でもそっちの選択をせざるを得ない状況だとも分かってた。ごめん、重い話がしたかったわけじゃないんだ。話したかったのはこの後のことで、実はさ、ここ数日夢の中でイモラを見たんだ。夢の中ではすごくリアルで、私の記憶の中のイモラと同じ。またイモラに乗ってナタのいろんなところを駆け回ったんだぜ。イモラはすごく楽しそうで、私もすごく楽しかった。
I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self. Brave and stern, always with that indescribable warmth. I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you said, it felt like I actually got to see her again.
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything of me. Why they gave me so much freedom. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sounded exactly the same, just like real life.
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Ayo's grandparents.
Ayo? Oh, right, your Saurian companion.
Ayo's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. He's barely been eating.
What?
Traveler? Tchaska? Did you two... Oh, sorry, never mind.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. I dreamt about Koichi. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me. It was a dream. Nothing more.
Well, what about you, Traveler? Did you have a special dream?
You're kidding. The captain?
まさか、あんたと隊長って何か人に言えないような関係だったりするのか?
No, of course not!
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the Divine Throne.
Hey?
Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look?
وعشان تلقي نظرة لون.
If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we start the preparations? All right, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
I'm escape إذا كان بشيء.
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
إيش شنو شاف؟
You're awake already, Traveler? That was fast.
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Huh? It was him? Guthrid, right? The military doctor?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Ian-san.
After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track down some information. The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in that land.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary heroes.
What? هذا اسمه؟
Guthred is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
شلون راد ياخذ جسمك؟
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The ruler of death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthred's soul inside of him all along?
وأرواح ثانية. إيه الفايدة من هاي الحركة؟
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
Maybe it has something to do with Guthred then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthred's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went beyond that.
Let's come back to this later. One final step, and we save Natlan for good. That must be our focus.
ياكوش عندك؟
Wait,
ديناصور.
that's Hanwi. Hey, Hanwi, what are you doing here? Oh no, you seem worried. Is something wrong?
أي شرد. بنلتهي بمشاكل حيوانات.
Oh, it's because of Io. Oh, still no change, huh? Poor thing.
قالت ما أدري إيش.
Oh, right. You said Io's grandparents died in the battle. Yeah. When the Abyss attacked, Io's entire family fought to defend our tribe. Io's parents made it through, but his grandparents weren't so lucky. The whole family was really close, and now Io barely sleeps or eats. All he wants to do is look for them. I brought some steak for you. I know it's your favorite, and it's still warm. Want some? Nope.
It's like he doesn't even know I'm here.
Traveler, doesn't this situation remind you of abyssal corrosion syndrome? Abyssal power was everywhere during the battle. Maybe it affected him indirectly.
It's possible.
Yeah, that medicine was really effective against the worst cases. Since we don't have any other options, should we give it a try?
Okay. But just a small amount. Since it was developed for humans, it might have a different effect on a saurian.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
يلا. رجع.
You're okay? I'm so relieved! Thank you so much! That medicine is amazing!
سيتلالي المزعجة موجودة. أخيرا راح نخلص من هذا ancient name. خبصتونا بيه هواي.
Oh, it's you two. The party's over, I'm guessing? Shilonen is working on the last part of your ancient name. It's best not to bother her when she's in the zone.
داخلي.
Your name is a special case. There were quite a few headaches along the way, which slowed the progress. I told Shilonen if we hurry, we might make it to the feast in time to snag the last round of barbecue. I was just teasing, but she gave it some serious thought, nodded, and really hit the ground running after that. It's like my joke lit a fire under her or something.
Sounds like she really wanted that barbecue.
Yeah, it's a favorite in her tribe. I bet she still hasn't realized the feast is already over.
I can tell what time it is. The light outside is a dead giveaway. Besides, I knew it was a joke, but we were having a serious conversation at the time, so I decided to give a serious response. Well, anyway, I have something more important to show you. Here, take a look.
Wow, it's your ancient name!
Tumaini, a name surfaced from the very bottom of the River of Souls. It means hope.
A light to guide us through the darkness, like the stars or the moon. It's a perfect fit.
Amazing! Does this name come with a cool chant like the others?
Of course, but that'll come later. The Traveler is the first bearer of this name. Those words will emerge naturally during his journey. Once you return triumphant from the battle, I'm sure you will have fully understood why the Lord of the Night chose this name for you.
Well,
أخذ
this name
الريشة.
turned out to be easier than Paimon was expecting.
It all came down to the Lord of the Night's power. This situation is the first of its kind. Heck, I doubt we'll ever get a chance like this again.
Imagine receiving that much help from the Lord of the Night only for our most trusted engraver to fail. That would have been so embarrassing for humanity.
Your name was successfully forged, and it passed all my technical tests. But there's still one more step. We need to make sure the name has accepted you, and will function normally in your possession.
يعني شلون إذا بروحها من السطح حتى يتأكد؟
An Outlander has never received an ancient name before. I wouldn't be surprised if something equally unprecedented happens when you connect to it.
So you're saying it's still too early to celebrate? Well, when it comes to something this important, we can't leave anything to chance. Let's run this final test.
Oh, don't worry, the process is simple. We can find a quiet place to test it out after dinner.
وهي من سوتها شنو خسرت؟ قالت تفقد من حياتها ما أدري شلون.
Basically, I need to observe whether your soul can connect to the ley lines, and make sure there are no signs of rejection.
Last time, you essentially barged into the Night Kingdom, but now we must make sure that it will truly accept you. Just leave it to me. I'm a professional.
Oh, and you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back.
Huh? It wasn't destroyed?
If forging an ancient name consumed the memories used to create it, the first person to bear the name would never be remembered. The Pilgrim's Chronicle is still the most significant proof of your adventures in that land.
No need to make a fuss. Let's go eat. I'm starving. The closer we get to the final battle, the more worried I feel. You have an ancient name now, but the Oath of Resurrection only takes effect if you win. And the Pyro Archon's fate is pointing toward death. I believe in you. And thank you. Your words mean a lot.